Hey everybody, welcome back to ABTG, that place on the internet where we try to figure out whether TV shows and movies are absolute bullshit or true greatness, or maybe something somewhere in between. Today, we're talking about The Expanse, Season 5. That's right, Season 5 already. I can't believe we're so far into this show. Now, I haven't spoken online about this show for the first 4 seasons, mainly because on my other channel, I only do Star Trek things. More recently, I started branching off and did a few Mandalorian videos, but then I decided, what the heck, why not just make a non-Star Trek channel, and so here we are. Finally, I can talk about what I consider to be the best current science fiction show. Seriously. The Expanse is solid in every single way you need it to be. Honestly, whatever it is that you look for in a show to make it good, whether it be excellent props, whether it be fantastic storytelling, whether it be compelling performances, whether it be relatable characters, just anything that you're looking for. It could be diversity and representation, it could be the science of the science fiction. All of that is in not only just in The Expanse, it's in abundance in The Expanse, and it's all perfectly executed. But this isn't just a praise video where I'm gonna throw flowers at the show. In general, we are going to talk more specifically about Season 5. I won't do an in-depth recap here because these videos, they're supposed to be spoiler-free, and an in-depth recap of Season 5 would probably spoil most of what happened in the previous seasons. But basically, this season deals more with the political landscape and the fracturing or uniting, depending on how you see it, entities that exist in the Expanse universe at the moment. We've got the people from the Belt, we've got the people from Earth, and we've got the people from Mars. This doesn't focus on the grander scheme things that some of the previous seasons dived into. And so in that respect, it's a very, very interesting season because it's almost like going back to the roots. This season, Season 5, felt a lot more like Seasons 1 and 2. The scale, the scope of everything was brought down. All of our heroes were separated. Everyone was doing kind of their own thing. But it enabled us to learn so much more about some of these protagonists. From Amos struggling with his demons from the past, or at least us learning about how he got to where he is now and how he became the person that he became, to the whole thing with Naomi. This was the most, I feel, character-driven season so far, and in my opinion, it was a Naomi spotlight season. Tipper gave just the best performances ever, and every single thing, be it physical or psychological, every single thing that Naomi went through this season was just heart-wrenching and horrible, and her struggle felt so real, and honestly, the performance just outstanding. And honestly, that goes for everything in The Expanse. When talking about Season 5 specifically, all of the performances are outstanding. All of the sets, all of the props are beautiful. The visual effects are absolutely spectacular. The direction is just brilliant, especially with those fight scenes. The space battle choreography, you can understand everything that's going on, even if all of the shots are very dynamic, very movement oriented, dare I say. Everything is excellently lit, everything is excellently written, and I need to say this, the pacing is so well handled. Very rarely do you ever get bored watching this show, because even in the slower moments, even in those kind of slow-paced, calmer moments, well, what's happening is very interesting and very cool to see. The only thing that didn't interest me personally this season, and I did talk about it a bit in the Season 5 discussion that I did earlier, a few weeks ago, I think at this point, was Alex Kamal's family. Ever since I think they were talked about or mentioned in the second season, maybe the first even, I've never felt invested in Alex's family. I've never felt that invested in Alex, or rather my investment in the character kind of dropped off in the later seasons. At first he was cool, he was the flyboy, but hitting Season 3 I felt like he lost a bit of personality. And so of course in this season, once we get around to maybe exploring a bit more about his past and his quarrels with his ex-wife and his kid, etc., none of that really interested me. And I do want to point out that this has nothing to do with the actor or any of the controversies surrounding the actor, because my interest levels kind of started dropping off years before any of that that story broke. Getting back to the gist of it, most to all of the characters on The Expanse are interesting and layered, and as I said earlier, all of the performances are just stellar. I don't really know what more there is to say. I have seen online a few people comment that, for example, The Expanse doesn't have a strong motivational message as other franchises like Star Trek has, but I would argue that's untrue. I know that The Expanse does feel kind of bleak, and it does feel kind of dystopian almost when you start watching, but honestly I feel like the characters that we follow as the audience, the crew that we follow, are people that are fighting for good. They are people that are fighting for a better tomorrow, and they are people that are from entirely different backgrounds, and they're all working together, and I couldn't come up with a better message. Alright, that's it for me. I'm gonna leave it there. You already know what I'm gonna give this season of The Expanse. I honestly think it's true greatness, but what do the others think? Because we did a discussion, and I'm supposed to ask what the guests think of the show, and I didn't. So here's a few cameos from the guests.
So on the scale of absolute bullshit to true greatness, I'm going to have to give this one a true greatness.
I give Season 5 of The Expanse a rating of great.
And there you have it. High praise from everyone. The Expanse Season 5. Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? What the hell are you doing if you haven't started watching The Expanse? Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do all of those wonderful things, and I'll see you next time.
Live long and, well, not live long and prosper. I don't know what belter thing to say right now. I have to look it up, but whatever.